This story is from DarkLittleVoices. Title name: She's Something Else. I was sitting at a bar not too far from the waterfall. It's a popular tourist attraction as there's legends that no one else takes seriously around these days. It was a long day of work with no one really to go home to. I decided it was time to enjoy a few drinks. In case anyone is curious, I work for a lumber mill. Okay, before all the tree huggers come after me, note that I do not take any pleasure in cutting down trees, but at least I'm growing more trees in the summer. That, and keep in mind that a job is a job. Anyway, I was sitting alone and decided to order a few shots and then head home. Honestly, I wasn't lonely. I had friends, but tonight I just felt like doing something of my own. Sounds pathetic, but to me it helps me get through the rest of the month of work. As I ordered my third shot of the night, a random woman came up to me.
Hi, my name is Nyoko, but my friends call me Nico.
I slowly looked up and I did not believe my eyes. Her hair was long, dark, and silky. Her figure was the shape of an hourglass. I thought it was just the booze hitting me hard when I couldn't stop myself from stating my name. Hey, I'm Roland. I moved here a few months ago, I said as she began to smile at me. Her dark brown eyes were drawing me in, so much that I didn't even realize that time was going by really fast. And I hadn't realized that I drank past my comfort level, a big mistake that I would grow to regret later.
Well, Rowland, it was very nice to meet you, but I need to get home to my little girl.
She said with a sly smile that had me in her beauty. I offered to walk her home and was delighted when she said yes in that enchanting, sweet voice. However, as we left, I felt that something was just wrong. I couldn't put my finger on it, but something in the way she walked just threw me off. I mean, she drank as many shots as I did, and yet she moves as if she didn't had a single shot. Part of me thought it was just all in my head, as I've been watching dozens of creepypasta YouTubers like Spirit Voices, Furberries, and WolfTuber, to name a few. Maybe watching a lot of the videos and the alcohol was just messing with my head. I don't know. I thought to myself I was just trying to be logical. I then realized that I'd never asked, "Oh, is your is your daughter going to be okay meeting a drunk stranger this late at night?" I said with a bit of a slur. She simply looked at me and said,
My daughter loves talking to strangers. It's just getting her to settle down that's the real problem.
she said as she followed up with a giggle. This made me feel uncomfortable, as it felt like that she was really trying way too hard. She then kissed me. It felt like my breath was being taken away, but as I pulled back slowly for a brief moment, I thought the hair on her arms became as hairy as spider legs. I brushed it off and said, I, I think I need to stop drinking because for a moment I thought I was just seeing things. We both laughed, but her laugh felt as she was being forced to sound human. I know, I'm an idiot. Alcohol makes people miss serious red flags, especially when it comes to a woman this beautiful and mysterious. It felt like we'd been walking for hours at this point when I finally said, maybe we should kind of a lift or something. That's when suddenly I felt something touch my skin. I instinctively reached up to brush whatever was off and felt like spider webs. But they were a bit stronger. She glared a bit at me as I removed the webs off me. Despite everything, she led me to this old cabin. Oh, you live here with your daughter? I said, trying to break the ice.
Yes. It's been in my family for many generations. It was once owned by a woodcutter who broke his promise to one of my ancestors. When he disappeared, the cabin was left for my family to claim.
Starting to sober up a bit, I asked her, "What's the name of the woodcutter?" She said nothing, but I could see a small smirk on her face.
Enough about that.
Her body was flawless. We made love, and no, I will not go into details. Because, I'm already good as dead. When I woke up the following day, the cabin was empty, but covered in spider webs. But that wasn't all. I have no idea how drunk I was to miss both the spider webs and the husk of human remains. Naturally, I freaked out and ran, but not before her voice spoke to me in my mind.
Tell anyone about what you saw or have done, and I will hunt you down.
As I got into my apartment, struggling to catch my breath and calming down, I began to realize something on my leg. I freaked out, realizing that I had a bite mark the size of a child on my left leg. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to go to the police immediately, but I knew that there was no way of asking one that would take me seriously. So after getting it patched up, I tried to block it out of my mind. I was just about to do so when you two recommended me the story of the Jorogumo. I immediately started putting pieces together. The daughter that I never saw, the husk of human remains, the cabin close to the waterfall, and all those damn spider webs. I've also realized the other thing. It didn't bring protection. It's why I had to write this down.
Men really don't listen. Oh well. Aw. For those wondering what became of your dear sweet narrator, my daughter is enjoying her first human. As for me, well, soon my daughter will have a few siblings. Why am I telling you all this? Because from my understanding, in this day and age, all it'll take is one or more of you to allow courtesy to take you into my webs. And now, well, I got myself and many more mouths to feed.
Good night, farewell, and remember, don't get lost in the dark.